Hello and welcome to Access 2013 tutorials. In this series of videos I'm going to be talking you through how to make a booking system for a hotel. So let's have a look at it before we go any further. This is for Access 2013 obviously, although this is, I would say, an Access 2010 icon. Don't ask me why that is, but I can go to open with and open it up in Access 2013. Rid of that, minimize that down a little bit so it actually fits, so we can see what we're looking at. Enable content, and here we are. Okay, so it's got a login screen and the password is password. I'll submit into that, and I'm going to press Control F1 to minimize down the ribbon. Okay, so this is the actual system itself. We've got essentially a main navigation screen which houses several entities, and you can see that a scheduler, the bookings, we've got rooms, guests, invoices, reports and users. Okay, the first one is a scheduler, which in this case is a visual representation of bookings. So the idea being that, for example, we've got room 201 and we can see that on 29th of May room 201 is empty, 30th is empty, 31st is empty. Now on the 1st of June we have a booking for an N Austerlitz which goes all the way along, and for room 202 we can see that on the 29th of May our Hudson is booked in there, and on the 30th of May it's a new booking. And that's the idea of the scheduler, to give us a visual representation. We can use these buttons, we can go along 1 day, so it now moves everything 1 day over, or we can go along 2 weeks, and same idea, we'll go back. You are able to filter down by floor, so for example 201, anything that begins with 2 is floor 2, which I think is pretty standard for a hotel. 303 floor 3. So what we do, say we want to look at everything in floor number 3, just click on 302 and it filters down for that. You can also, I suppose what would be typical is you get a call for a double room, and you can also filter down for the room type. So let's say a double room, so we click here and it will filter down for doubles and give you available double rooms. The other thing you can do is, if you, for example, want to look at this booking in more depth, you can click on S Duffy and get this come up, which explains the booking and the booking details. If you click on one of the squares which doesn't have booking associated, it opens up a new booking, so escape out of that. Okay, so that's the scheduler, so that's quite important. It's a visual representation. One thing I will say before I go any further is that nothing in this database involves any VBA at all. It's all just macros and sort of native access controls, so nothing involves VBA. Right, next got bookings. So we've got a data sheet which lists bookings, or booking details to be more specific. You can use these buttons to sort of filter by what you want to see. So if you want to see today's arrivals, you click there and you get nothing. There was something there yesterday, never mind. Alright, current bookings. So we've got 2 current bookings, and the reason they're current is that they are live today, which is actually the 29th of May. We can look at future bookings here, list all the future bookings, previous bookings there, and whatever you've got you can sort by check-in or by check-out. If you want to drill down into a booking, you can click here. If you want to look at a guest, you can click here. So anything with hyperlinks gives you the ability to drill into the item itself. And there's rooms, it says bookings. So rooms, same idea, room data sheet, you can drill in here. You can look at active and inactive rooms. An inactive room, something, for example, room 205, it's got a problem, so it's being maintained, so it's not active at the moment, and look at active or all. Guests, same idea, anything with a hyperlink opens it up. If you click on new, you get this, by the way. We've also got tab sheets here, and then you've got, now we get to invoices. Now this isn't the actual invoice itself, this is preparing the invoice, and this tells us that of all the bookings we've got, we've only actually invoiced 2 at the moment. So for example, Sandra Duffy has a total cost of $518.40, which includes VAT and the discount. She's paid $480, so because of that it's not balanced. If we work out the difference between that, which is 38.40, and make a payment. So we can close that and press F5. It doesn't work. Astonishing. Oh, it's because I didn't put type. Sorry. 38.40. Let's say she paid by card. Okay, so now you can see that 518.40 is the cost. That's how much she's paid, and it's now actually automatically worked out that it's a balanced invoice, so she's paid as much as the invoice. Right, reports. We've got some basic reports. Where are we going to go there? We're going to go there? Yeah, we are. You can choose between booking, rooms, guests and invoices. Bookings reports. Here's a list of bookings between dates. So if we can go back a little bit. And you can actually look at it in report form, or you can look at it in print preview form. Print it off. Rooms, similar idea. You can go back and you can view sort of just in standard report form, or you can go to print preview. This lists the rooms, and it also lists any associated bookings within that time period. And guests is kind of similar, and then invoices. Now in invoices you select the invoice, so let's say for Raimundo, and again you can look at it in report view, or you can go to print preview. I'll go print preview. Now this is really important, if you can see. Not sure what that is. I'll probably have to get rid of that. You can see here that with this particular person, they have booked room 203 from 20th of May to the 25th of May, which is £840. So they are, and they are £840. They've also booked room 202, and that's 720, so they owe that. If you come down to here, they make a payment on the 17th of May of 1,000. So they were owing 1692, now they owe 692. So what we've done is we've used the running sum to keep track of how much they currently owe. And he's actually paid way more than he owes. So that would indicate that he's going to book another room. Not that I messed that up. And at the bottom we've got the subtotals with the discount, which is nothing, VAT, total including VAT, total paid and balance. But you're going to need to do some special union queries to deal with this, which is one of the reasons I chose this. And last but not least, we've got the users, which is the guy we saw at the start, which is Mr. James Conway. Hello James. And same idea, you can click on there and add users with input mask for the password field. Okay, so that's the database. Just to reiterate, there's not one single line of VBA code here. It's all done through macros and continuous forms and queries and all kinds of other stuff. So that's what we're going to be making. Kind of starting next video, I'm going to be talking about tables, and then we're going to be moving into actually making specific objects for this database. So please play along. I don't know how many videos there's going to be. I think there's going to be quite a few, and hopefully we'll all learn something along. See you in the next video.